Hi there, I'm Rastall, PGA professional and equipment expert for Golfshake.com. We're here at Amendoeira Resort in the Algarve in Portugal, and today I'm going to show you how to improve your fundamentals with the putting stroke. So general setup with putting is obviously very important. Things like ball position, where I align my feet, where I put my hands, the posture I'm studying, all of those things are really important and are fundamental reasons why people miss putts, okay, if they're poor. So what I'm going to go through right now is just very simple things, and this doesn't have to be something that you do at the golf club. You can do this in your living room, putting on the carpet. It doesn't really matter. But the way I've set this up, so I've got an alignment stick that's going to help me with my alignment of my feet, my knees, hips and shoulders, so getting all those in the right position. But you'll see I've also put some tees in. So I've got one opposite my left foot, one opposite my right foot. The other one is where I want the ball position, and you'll notice it's ever so slightly closer to my left foot than my right. Now, this is something I was taught when I first started playing golf, and that was to help you get the ball rolling better and get a purer roll on it. Moving that ball ever so slightly forward in the stance is going to create that slight upward movement through the ball. So generally we want that putter not to be on its way down when we strike the putt, but rising through the strike to get that ball rolling properly, okay? So moving that ball, it's literally half an inch forward of centre, and the way I measure it is where my sternum is, I pick as the low point of my putting stroke, okay? So that ball is half an inch further forward than that, so once it passes my sternum, it's going to want to go up through the ball. So once we've got these fundamental bits right in the setup, we then think about posture, okay? We want to be in a nice posture where we're comfortable. Our arms are hanging nicely down in front of us. We don't want to see those arms bunched up, and certainly we don't want to see people having to sort of stoop over the ball either. So we want to be in a nice, comfortable posture, arms hanging down in front of us, and generally want the eyes somewhere over the ball. Now, it doesn't have to be straight on top of the ball. It can be slightly inside it, but pretty much over the ball is where we want your eyes to be. And it's easy to check that when you're at home. You can literally stand there, you can drop another ball, and if it hits that one that's on the ground, then your eyes are over the ball. Okay, so the way I'm going to hit this is just set up as I normally would, hands in a nice comfortable position, and hopefully get that ball rolling towards target. Hopefully you'll start holding some more putts. So this is something you can do at home or at the golf course. It's going to improve the fundamentals of your putting, get you starting the ball on target, get the pace of your stroke right, and get you feeling more comfortable on the golf course. Many of the people that come to me and are struggling with their putting say that they really have problem getting the ball started on line, and they don't really have any way of aligning themselves properly or really working on that side of their putting. So I'm going to give you a couple of drills to work on, and also show you a few things that I do to help me align myself properly. You'll notice on the golf ball I've got, there's a line drawn on the top of it, okay? So the way that I use this line on the golf ball is that I will stand behind the putt, as we can see from the down the line camera there, and I will get the line in line with where I think this putt's going to start, okay? So then I'll take a step back, check that I've got it right, and I can see now that that is aiming just left half of the hole. This putt just moves to the right as we hit it, so I'm pretty happy with that. I will then get my putter behind the ball, using the line I've got on my putter, and line that up with the line on the ball. Now I know that that is aligned correctly. So what I can do is hit a putt now. If it doesn't go in, chances are I've either read the putt wrong or I've hit it with too much pace or too little pace. So it straight away eliminates one problem, which can be technique. So if you hit it and it starts rolling and we see that red line roll end over end, generally you've hit a good putt, all right? And a lot of people that come to me do hit good putts and their putting stroke's pretty sound. It's just that their green reading or their pace is a little bit off. So straight away it will tick a box as to what you need to work on in your putting to help you improve, whether it is getting the pace right, getting the start line better, or its actual technique. If we hit this putt, however, and that line wobbles all over the place and it's going offline, Generally, it can be your putting stroke that's to blame for that, okay? So either the face is open or closed when we're hitting it. But this is a really easy and quick way of getting some feedback as to what's wrong. So let's go into the drill that I've got set up here. So I've got a putting gate in front of me. It's about a grip's length in front of my ball. So then when I've got the ball the right distance from the putting gate that I've got here, or you can use tees, I've put some tees next to it as well. It gives us instant feedback as to whether we've got that ball starting on line properly, okay? So let me just hit a putt quickly. I've got this alignment stick here as well that's helping me align my feet and my shoulders. I'm getting that line on my putter behind the ball, and we hit through and get it rolling through the gate, okay? So if I hit another putt and I get the face ever so slightly wrong, what's generally going to happen is I'm going to hit that gate, all right? The ball is going to deflect off target, and I'm not going to hold the putt, okay? Now, another way that you can work on this, and a slightly more visual way, is you can get these training balls, which are obviously half one colour, half another. These are black and white. But again, it really gives you that feedback. So we can use that with the drill like we have before, but it's very clear for you to see exactly how the ball's rolling as well. So if I line one up now and just hit one with a decent stroke, what we should see is that that ball rolls end over end, and we see the black and white definition on both sides, okay? If I hit a poor stroke, what I will see is that those colours will start to blur, okay? So if I all of a sudden leave the face open, you see how the ball's moving all over the place there. So we can use balls and line them up, or we can have some of these training balls that are half one colour and half another. Both serve just as well. Both will really help you get that start line correct and hopefully get you on the path to holing some more putts. So controlling speed is obviously an essential part of holing putts, and many of the people I teach really struggle with the length of the putting stroke, tend to have huge backswings, decelerate through the ball, and it results in the ball jumping off line and not getting a true roll on the putt. So I've set up a little drill here that's going to help us with the length of the swing, and then also another drill to help you really hone in your distance control. So you'll see we've got some tees set up here, we've got a little gate, and we've also got a bit of a backstop. So we've got a putt of about 8 feet here, and all we're going to try and do is limit the backswing and make sure that we accelerate through and get the ball rolling properly. So I've lined the ball up. We're going to take our normal putting position. We're going to take the club back, and obviously the tees are going to stop us from making too big a backswing, and it's going to encourage that acceleration through the ball. So we're going to get this club head going through the tees and towards the target, and we're going to hold our finish, okay? So small backswing, accelerating through the putt. Let's get it rolling towards the hole. So let's just try another one. Line the ball up. Shorter backswing and accelerate towards the hole. And when you've practiced this a little bit, you'll start to be able to get the putts rolling, getting the distance correct, and not leaving yourself those horrible putts when we hit it past or leave it too far short. Another way of controlling your speed and working on it is a little drill that I do very often when you get to a putting green, particularly on a competition day when it's busy at the golf club. There'll be loads of people on the green. You can't get near any of the holes. This is a great drill that I've got for if you can't, then you can work on your speed before you go out on the golf course, because the greens do change speed from week to week. We all know that. And being able to kind of recalibrate yourself before a round of golf is an essential part of being able to putt well. So we've got 3 balls set up here from 3 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet from the fringe. I've got an alignment stick there. You can use the fringe of the green, or you can just put to an alignment stick like I've got. And all I'm doing is kind of calibrating myself for the speed of the greens on that day, because we all know that we can play one day, then go the next, and the greens are very different. So this is a really good way of getting yourself ready for playing on a day-to-day basis, really. So we can see we've got balls set up at about 3 feet, about 6, 7 feet, and about 9, 10 feet from the alignment stick. All I'm going to do is start off with the closest one, see if I can get it to get as close to that alignment stick as possible without hitting it. Move back, see if I can do the same again. A bit too hard, it's just touched it. and then a little bit further still, making sure that I'm putting that stroke into practice, so not too long a backswing, nice and positive on the way through. So I'm trying to get it to die as it gets to the alignment stick, not leaving yourself those horrible putts that you smash past the hole very often on the early holes in your round, when you leave yourself some of those tough distances, you know, 3 and 4 feet, that you kind of miss a few from time to time. This will help eliminate that somewhat. So hope you found those 2 drills useful. Used together can really help you to get the speed better on all your putts.